with other organizations would really help to take the message or advance agroecology messages or sustainable food production far. If we bring kids to spend time with us at a seed and a food fair, that you would know that, oh, my mommy, I'm going with you, for example. Oh, what is this? Because you are there as a parent. You would tell them, this is food, and they believe you as a parent more than they believe a stranger. So I would love for us to make it participatory with the kids themselves, to spend time at a food and a seed fair instead of just a park or KFC. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Another thing is the material, some of the documentation that you would love to see about the local foods, the local varieties. I think Never Ending Food has a manual. They call it sustainability manual. There is a lot of material there, including all the local foods and all the food groups that are there that you can be able to access. So if you go to www.neverendingfood.com or .org, you're going to be able to find a lot of information and material there. I think that's all I wanted to add. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Is there any more question? A comment?
I just wanted to make a comment. Yesterday, I was traveling to a shop, and I was passing by our local market, and I saw some of the indigenous fruits. I think we call them mato. Yeah, mato. I don't know whether they are here. Yeah, I saw them. I was so surprised that they were there at the market, and I wished I was with my daughter because I would have showed her. This is mato. We used to eat mato in our village. So I think it would be good if some of these crops are available in our market so that I think we get to know them and our children get to know them and we maybe maintain the seed. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. I think in conclusion, I'll just say that we've explained the importance of the farmers' varieties and also the wide relatives that are also being consumed. I think we cannot say enough on their importance to food and agriculture and as well as nutrition. For these, they are mostly, you'd find that the wide relatives, the fruits, they are available year round. But if they are not available, there are preservations. The farmers are able to preserve them to use them in a later period in a year. So yeah, and also this gives the farmers the right to use and to consume what they want in achieving food sovereignty, because for GMOs and all others, you do not know what is inside the GMO, but also we are giving the farmers the right to spend less on food, because most of these are smaller farmers. So if we're saying that we should use the GMOs will also just be giving out their pollen, and also by doing that, they'll also be killing these. So we're keeping these as genetic resources, which will help us to survive even when the climate has changed to the worst, because they have been here for a long time. They are able to withstand the temperatures, high temperatures, erratic rainfall and what have you. So they are like adapted to the environment here. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Isaiah. We have about 20 minutes that we're going to showcase the different local foods and different seeds that we have brought with us. As you was already said, there is a way of preserving the food in the communities and also the preparation. So I'll leave this to the farmers that will be able to explain everything. Excuse me. They are going to talk in Tumbuka. They're going to talk in Tumbuka. So we're going to only translate into English. no French. Yeah,
Ewo.
right.
Dzina lane ndine Roda Kanyasko. Nafumila ku Lumpi ku Mkombezi Community Seed Bank.
My name is Rod Kanyasko. I come from Rumpi, Mkombezi Seed Bank.
Tanyamula vakulya ivi vya mbuto za pambana
We've carried diverse seed.
mbuto za pambana zenizo ise kunkhani ya chakulya cha kaliero kaweme tilinazo zakwana zonse magulu 6 wakuti tikugulaso yayi tikulimateka tikwirasi tikusungaso teka.
From the diverse seed that we have, we're able to have the 6 food groups that are required for healthy living.
Pale zakulya za magulu ngapa pale zakulya za magulu vokwanisika mbegu za magulu 5 except waka palije gulu la za nyama kweni kugula za nyama nkhuku tikuweta mbuzi tikuweta ng'ombeso tikuweta zenizizo izo zikutivwira kwakuyana na kaliero kaweme.
So out of the 6 food groups, we have 5 food groups except for meat, but we rear local chicken, which help us to have that food group.
Kunkhani ya zipaso za chilokolo vipaso ivi vikusuzwa yayi kuti tamsuzika kuti wamgulaso kustolo mayi kumsika yayi vana vithu kutaka mthondo mu vikumera vyekha mbwenu tikutola tikupala tikulya chakulya chitu mbwe vila tikuvika pala vya chilokolo tusuzikaso yayi.
So one of the food groups is fruits. So fruits are locally available in our fields, but also maybe in the forest. So we just collect them and consume.
Ugulu ya chakulya chakutiska nga majungu na yeso tikupanda suzikaso yayi kuti mundu mkaya zindalama ikusuza kuti wamgula tikutolaka majungu na kupika tikuwerasi majungu tikutapika tikupangaso bala tikupangaso futali by then mbweni vana vitu valya pabanja pala ndikutalya chakulya chakutiska.
From the carbohydrate groups, we have pumpkins, which the seed is ours. So we make different foods from it. We're able to boil it and consume it as it is, but also able to make porridge from the pumpkins.
Ngani ya nchunga tikupika dende kweniso nchunga izi weko kutoti zamea tikutola koso mphangwe kweniso tikupikiraso ngovi nikuti apa tapangaso chakulya chakutiska.
From the legumes, we have beans. So beans, we're able to consume the actual beans and also the bean leaves. It's also made together with maize to make a different dish.
Ngani ya skala tikupika chuva tikupanga chimbonde tikuweraso tikutendera mphangwe nikuti apa tapanga za magulu.
For groundnuts, we're able to consume it as raw, fried, but also we make groundnuts flour, which is a condiment when we're preparing other meals like vegetables.
Mbevose izi kupanda tikutisuzikaso yayi kuti mbewu na mgula kweni tikupasira na waka mukaya malingana na kakhaliro kitu ka mchikaya munthu mbewu pala walije tikumugawirako na chilato chakuti tose mvikaya tiwe bakukula na nkhongono.
So as part of our farmer-led systems, when one does not have seed, we are able to share. We do not usually sell each other seed, but we're able to share so that everybody has enough in their households.
Yewo.
Yeah, I think, yeah. She only forgot to mention that we also have AIMs as part of source of carbohydrates. So these are the AIMs.
Ine ndine Alice Chidimba nafumira Kulumpi Chikwawa Seed Bank.
Her name is Alice Chidimba from Rumpi Chikwawa Community Seed Bank.
Nzala vakulya vitu vakula kukutiska vakupambana vili hapa.
So she will be explaining on cereals, the diverse cereals.
Hapa pali malezi ayo ise tikulima mukaya tapapapi tikuphikiranga chindongwa tikupanga ngaufu malezini aya. Uyu tikuti nthanga. Iyi aya tikuti kafumbata. Tikupula palatapula tikugayisha ufu. Wake ni uwu tikuphikira nga chindongwa ichi. Ivo vikupereka nkhongono mthupi mwitu.
So she was explaining that there's finger millet. There are two varieties. I think you've heard the names, but in terms of the uses, it's made into flour. The flour can either be made into sweet beer, but also others use for beer, but also you can make porridge in sima.
Aba pali ngoma zitu izo tikulima mkaya tikugula yayi. Kweni ngoma zitu pala talima pali bingo, pali lokolo, pali kaluluwede. Ngoma zitu izi tikutolako na kukazinga. Izi zili apa. Pala takazinga tikupangaso ufu. Fuacha anthu wanyake pata kazinga mino walije walikerenge wizilenge mu ufu wake uwa kukazinga.
So she's explaining the 4 varieties of maize that are here. Bingo, there's loco, the one we call loco, the red one we call kalurwede, and also we have early maturing kafula. So they are made into different foods. You can fry it, and for those that do not have teeth, you can make a paste or flour. So they will consume the fried as a flour.
Izo ngoma zitu tikulima pali kafula uyu. Maya mwamuona awa kuoneka wa josi. Tikumikanga ujosi kuti waleke kufufulwa kuti sakapandeso pala vula yafika.
So she's explaining that they have treated, smoked this maize variety called kafula. So they're keeping this as seed. So what they do is they tie it in the kitchen. So the smoke is what preserves the seed.
Apa pali chikonda moyo icho tikuphikira ufu witu. Ukufumira kungoma zitu tikulima. Na vibama vili apa zikufumira so kungoma izo tikulima. Na nthochi izo ise tikupanda. Tikuphika chikonda moyo chitu kufumira so kungoma zene zise zikulima vuti pasangongono mthupi mwitu.
So from the same maize, we're able to make banana cake and African cake. So the main ingredient again is a flour from maize, but we also use bananas.
Apa pakulia vitu hivyo tapika. Vafumira kumbuto zitu zisili uku. Tapika nkhowe. Izo ni ngoma izi tachokola. Tasaza na zgama. Ndizo tikuchema kuti nkhowe wana wetu wakulianga wakukhuta mwakwanira.
So as they explained that most of these dishes are multi-mix whereby you cook 2 or 3 crops together. So she's explaining that this is what they call nkhowe. Nkhowe is a mixture of maize and bambara nuts, but you can also use beans and other legumes.
Apaso pali ngoma izi tikuchokola yayi. Tapika tasazikana nchunga hivyo vikupereka nkhongono mthupi mwitu. Chakulika chakufumira kungoma izo tikulimateka.
So the first one is you use maize that has been threshed, but the second one is a mixture of the same, but you use the actual grains that have not been processed in any other way.
Tuchema kuti ngata.
That's the name.
Apa pa vikopa hivi ndende hivyo tikulimateka. Na kuphikaso kwambula kusuzya. Tikugulaso soda yayi, tikupanga chezo. Uyo tikuphikira tende, chitule, tikupikira nga tende litu ili. Ndio tapika lili umo maya mzamu liwona tikuti vikopa.
So she's explaining that they also make a paste from this small prickly cucumber. So these ones, they use this special type of salt whereby they burn the remains of pods from beans, whatever. They make a special type of salt, which is an important ingredient when they're preparing. So they make that into a paste. When the seeds are removed, then they also add groundnuts flour as a condiment.
Apa pali chimponde cha skala. Skala zitu izo zili uko patakazinga taponda. Tukupanga chimponde, peanut butter. Yitu wakukaya, tugulaso yayo glosale tupanga teka.
So from the groundnuts, we're also able to make peanut butter. After we fry our groundnuts, we pound it, then we make our peanut butter. So that helps us to have peanut butter. We don't need to go and buy in the shops peanut butter.
aliponso mnyake tikupanga wa munchesi woti kulimaso tekha tikupangaso peanut butter wao tikusuzika kuti ositolo ya ifa vose tikulimanga tekha kusanga mkaya kuti vana vitu naisitava papi tionekenge vankhongono.
So we also have sesame. So we also make peanut butter from sesame. For your information, one of the African crops that we have is sesame. This was the peanut butter being made from this started way back before groundnuts came to Africa. So we've been living on that. Even when people were traveling from here to South Africa, they would get a bowl with that. They would consume it as on their way, since we used to walk then.
Umu muli mphangwe ithu ya nyungu tikukana kuti kulenge majumbo ndrama zikusuzga mkaya. Sono mrama zikusuzgira tikupanganga chikwati na kuika mu mphangwe panatayanika. Mphangwe yake yo patayanika tikutolanga umu na kuphika kuti ileke kumangana viskwaswa oloma vyambeva chisosa chilichonse umu chikusangikanga yayi. Fwa mkaya tingakwanisa chagula majumbo so tikupanganga kachikwati kithu kuti mphangwe ya kusamalika.
All right. Another way of preserving vegetables is that after we've dried our vegetables, we use this to store. We just use leaves and twigs from trees, and that keeps our vegetables for long, but also protects it from waste or sand and any other thing that can contaminate the vegetables.
Apa pali mphangwe ya nyungu iyo tikutola umu na kuphika na kutoa sikawa zithu na kuponda nthendero na kuthirako mauti tikagule mafuta kulosale tingakwanisa yayi tikupanganga mafuta ithu fumira sikawa ngati nthendero na kutendera mphangwe ithu.
So she's also showing us pumpkin leaves that have been made with groundnuts flour as a condiment. So all those that are locally available, and you can have that. That's like 2 food groups. That's 1 vegetables and also the oils groups or the fats. Yeah.
Yewo.
Thank you very much.
Ngachomene pa kuti phalira ivomwe mwizanavo vapulikikwa. So panji vantu vizenge kuti vazaone one by one. All right. Thank you very much. I was just trying to thank them for the good work that they've done to explain to us what is available to them in their communities and what they use for. I think we have a bit of time. If the audience would like to walk around, see what they can get. If you are an agricultural person like me, you would want to get some seed so that you can multiply in your home, you are free to do so. Otherwise, this is like really rare genetic material. I can challenge you that. This black one, I only saw it last year. I've never tasted it, but I got it and replanted it at home. I know this one because Insanje has it. I've never seen this cover such a hole. This looks like kwangwala. I don't know the English of kwangwala. Yes, that one. I've never seen this before, but I saw it last year. It's really tasty. So the secret, the most of the secret that I've seen and I've lived to know about local seeds and local varieties, they are a delicacy. I can challenge you that. They really taste so well. The nutrition, I was reading somewhere, they say it's even more times than the hybrids. So that's why it's very important to make sure that we preserve the genetic material that comes from the local varieties. For one thing as well, it also benefits those that are breeding plants. You cannot breed a plant, a hybrid plant, if you don't have the local genetic material. So that's why it's very important to make sure that we preserve this. It's also very important that we recognize the work, the contribution of the farmers, the local farmers, as a country, as a nation, as a globe. We have to make sure that we protect the rights of the farmers, because no matter what, we depend on them. Whether it's hybrid wise or whether it's food nutrition wise, they are there to provide for us. So we always have to make sure that we promote what is important for us as a country and also as a globe. So I invite you to come. They will continue to talk to you and explain how you use that, how you use whatever is here. And yes, so you are free. Thank you.